Ah, and these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Elliot, my boy, it's so good to see you again. Huh? And he runs over and quick to the hug. It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? You're a sharp-looking uniform. That's a sharp-looking uniform you've got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on. You still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle, though. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay my little child forever, though. What the hell? What sort of father-son relationship is this? Especially one that wants him to go into the military. But you're a man of Ereboni, and the men of Ereboni of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good that as a man that I held back my tears and rode you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie. There does seem to be some differences from the stories. Oh, you kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. What a delightful commanding officer you have there, Major. Words fail me. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. And quickly off. Moving right along. Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. Oh, he's such a doting father. Oh, I like him a little bit more now. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. The exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the Formation Center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate their targets. As our targets today, we'll be using the previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint bullets. However, all other regiment tanks taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. So basically, you're gonna blow the fuck out of those things. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Seems like a waste of a tank. I would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right on schedule. We'll now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Divisions 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin. Yes, sir. 5th Armored Division. Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment, Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division. Armored Regiment, Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deploy to the left and the right. That didn't seem like tanks. Well, they're certainly winning. I'll give them that. They're winning. They're winning. Wow. Certainly potent. So this is kind of firepower that it takes to fight a modern war. So those tanks are called the auctions? Yes, they're the main type of main battle tank that the Rhineford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their firepower firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points won't. It might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? That's kind of crazy. You try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true for your own nation as it is for others. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. I don't think that should be something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be worried. Reen? Oh, I love you, Reen. You're so cool, Reen. I guess this is another kind of strength. Thus, the military exercise came to an end. The 4th Armored Division, led by Lieutenant General Craig, withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, we returned to the fortress where Major Neidhart outlined the results of the training exercise. After that... Conclusion. They lost. Thank you, Instructor Neidhart. That was very good of you. Very good recap. Okay. Sorry that you had to wait for us to finish. Oh, don't worry about it. We're the guest here, after all. Thanks for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner's a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hashed beef day. That's the Imperial Army's tradition, isn't it? Ooh, just the smell's making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. Yeah, don't do that. She went to the fortress to see the fortress commander with Instructor Neidhart. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Oh, alright. Well, she's with Major Neidhart. It's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armored Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but then they've got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hashed beef is gonna get cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks, random, faceless men that I am now good friends with. You are now my favorite characters. Wow, it's actually delicious. Clearly they took some of the pointers from our lunch when we were backseat, cooking. It's like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me. Eustace really likes to go, and... Oh, come on, guys, with all these gloomy faces. You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? I mean, what were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little of how we feel. It's like everything we learned from our time in the academy was been for nothing. Academics, the arts, individual skills in combat, none of these matter the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're doing is looking to fight a war, you don't really need any of those. All you need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The actions are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about how their capabilities were when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but... To be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like these on the front line. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skills don't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we're misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in the military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of a sword or a gun. And all the way up to something as huge as Guerrilla Fortress's wear-away guns, too. I think I finally understand why they want us to watch that military exercise in the first place. They could have taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, it looks like you didn't wait for me to start the party. Yeah, meh. It's only a matter of time before you came in, Instructor Sarah. So, you spoke with the commander? Sure did. Got up-to-date info about the trade conference, too. As well as the latest on the terrorist. Really? So there's no information about the Imperial Liberation Front? Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain to you what we'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture, where I'll bring you up to speed on the info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like they've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, we did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is small or large. Grellia Fortress just happens to have the power in a very striking, easy-to-understand form. As students at Military Academy, you have the obligation to... Oh, crap. My thumb ended up going down on the button accident. Oh, she said words. It's probably something important. My bad. What? What? Anyway, even meeting a lot... Oh my goodness, that seemed like something very important. My bad. I'll go back in the editing and cut to that so anyone who doesn't know what's being said there can just read it. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hash beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward to this all day. Yep, I heard it's pretty good from these guys. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, though it's probably gotten a bit cold by now. Maybe I'll go and ask for seconds. Oh, uses. If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. Oh, those two are coming so close. Hello. What are they up to? Click. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's quota. Oh, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know how every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this. Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the orbital net. They got everything hooked up in the network over in Crossbell, right? Wish the Empire could get that on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sound of it, you need to get special equipment that sends signal through wired connections to make use of it. These people need to understand how useful the internet is, especially in the military. I suppose they already have radios and phones and stuff like that, so... like wireless stuff. So I suppose it's not that huge, but still. Considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's that widespread. Huh? An orb mail. Looks like it's from HQ. Oh shit. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. This? Right here is the problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send your orders around the clock. Huh? What's going on? So get this, they're planning to do some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we gotta outfit 20 auctions with C units by tomorrow. 20! Oh, seriously? I might as well start up another pot of coffee or in for another all-nighter for sure. Do we even have that many C units left? Actually, no, a lot came in by freight just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess I'll just have to get it done. Okay, this seems like it's a setup. Damn it. At least let us take a shower. I'm going to head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks. You want anything? And so we end 5 months. So, if this seems like it's unplanned, this so-called exercise, if they brought in more C units, I assume the old type, they brought them in, so... Ooh. Crossbell stateside. Where are those railway guns? Right over here? Yeah, that's where they are. Ooh. Those things are not ready to go at any moment. So if they brought those in, they brought the them in. So that's probably, if there's going to be sabotage in any way or form, it's going to be through those tanks. They hit something in there, a bomb, I don't know. People, maybe. Probably not people, considering the engineers would probably notice that at some point. At last, after what seemed like enough of an adventure to fill a week, we reached the final day of our field study. Over in Crossbell, they were busy preparing for today's keynote session at the trade conference. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical fitness program alongside some of the soldiers. And after completing it, no easy task I might add, we sat down to a lukewarm redux of yesterday's lunch. That afternoon, during a special military science lecture, we presented with a confidential report of the terrorist. What, we're not gonna have a mini game where we can sit down and just go through the exercises, like quick time events, just like push up, push up, push up, sit up, sit up, sit up. Mash the button to go through 5 laps. The Imperial Liberation Front is in Crossbell? That's right, or at least that's what the Intelligence Division believes. It looks like the known terrorist organization for the Calvert Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. The situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. Oh no! What are the authorities doing? Everything they can, naturally. However, operations are being handled solely by the Intelligence Division. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything, and just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. But what does this Intelligence Division trust? Who do they trust? You gotta know something about this, right, Shortstack? Well, I do, but I can't really tell you anything. I guess it's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you that they're a really strong bunch, though. That's still pretty vague. I've got a few ideas. Anyway, there's not much point in us worrying about that right now. The bigger the issue is the terrorists of the hour, the Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Seriously. An airship? Can we assume Reinford's the manufacturer, then? Correct. Just how something that large found its way into the hands of insurgents is currently unknown. But it seems that to be a high-speed model, different from the heavily armored types favored by the Imperial Army. I bet it's from the RF-26 series. There are a number of different models within that series, though. But if they have an airship, that means they're going to be a whole lot more difficult to catch, doesn't it? That's exactly what it means. It's basically impossible to keep tabs on them as it is. With an airship in their possession, there's no telling when or where they'll pop up next. That's quite worrying, especially considering Prince Oliver is attending the conference. And Toa's in Crossbell too right now. Yeah. Damn, now you've got me worrying. Aw, take it easy. I don't think you have anything to worry about with Gramps and Lecter over there. Well, that aside, if the terrorist attention is currently focused on Crossbell, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? You raise a good point, Laura. They did target Princess Alphen during the Summer Festival last month. It's possible it's just a feint. Maybe they want us to believe that they're targeting the Chancellor. The Railway Military Police thought so too. This is why they've increased security level here at home. The Emperor and everyone should be connected to the Imperial family should be safe. They've also beat up security anywhere that seems short-handed. Huh. As well prepared as ever, I see. At any rate, you finally uncovered some information on the terrorist identities, correct? That's right, though once again, we'll have the Intelligence Division to thank for that. Turn your attention to the screen, please. Hey, Gideon. I know that face, gee. That's the man who kidnapped Princess Alphen and Elise in Heimdall. Not to mention trying to start a war of Calvert in the North Highlands. So, who is he? His full name is Michael Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man? A teacher? Wait, he actually used his real name? Gideon? How did he not figure this out fucking sooner? It's been like months. Do you not have databases on people? Just like their birth certificates or shit like that? Oh, come on. That man? A teacher? So, an academic. Right. His focus was on political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne's hardline policies. Oh. So, getting laid off seems to have set him on the road to terrorism. Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go is because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kind of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. In seeding a group with their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. You can't even reason with them either. Yeah, they just don't know when to give up. Sounds like some other groups I know. So, do we know anything about the others? We crossed paths with what I can only assume were 3 other key members last month in Heimdall. Yes, C, V, and C. S, V, and C. Seems I haven't been able to dig up much on those 3 yet. The strongest lead right now is that V may have belonged to a Jaeger Corps. That makes sense. Where did he get the silhouettes, though? Interesting. He was touting the machine gun that looked like it should have been mounted on a vehicle. Does he seem familiar to you at all, V? Not really. They're working narrowing down the identity of S2, but it's too early to make any information statements. The real unknown is their leader, C. The one with the visored helmet. I heard he was able to go toe-to-toe with Reen, Lore, and Fee simultaneously, and destroy all of us. I almost find that hard to believe. I don't. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying the Radiant Blade Master could fend us all, the 3 of us off without much of a problem. But I bet good Mirror Instructor Sarah and Major Neidhart could do it too. Can't say for certain. Ha! Look at Mr. Modesty over there. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. I've heard people mention him to be right alongside Major Vander. Laying it on a little thick today, aren't we? Going by the family name, it seems safe to assume that he's a practitioner of the Vander style of swordsmanship. No doubt a relative of Lieutenant General Zex from the Zender Gate. Okay. Well, while I would question whether I can stand on equal footing with him, Major Vander is unquestionably strong. He was my classmate during my military academy years, and quite close to Prince Olivert as well. In fact, he's in Crossbell right now, serving as the prince's bodyguard. Whoa. Well, that's reassuring to know. But getting back to the point, it's not just C. We still know very little about their group as a whole. And their source of funding is a mystery. Even though they're a no-show in Crossbell, I doubt we've heard the last of them. Even if they're a no-show in Crossbell. And call it a coincidence or fate, but you've put the kibosh on their schemes twice now. Entirely possible they come to hold a personal grudge against you, so be careful. Right. Well, yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind. Milium, what are you so worried about? Eventually, the afternoon series of special lectures came to an end, and it was finally time to get a peek at the Corellia Fortress's infamous railway guns. God, I don't remember what time it started, so I'm just like a bit on my seat. Shit could go down. Ooh. Oh, this feels familiar. And I'll be able to show you the area where the railway guns are housed. All of you are about to see is highly classified, so I presume you are aware of the protocol surrounding confidential intel. Yes, Instructor? I'm getting kind of nervous. Me too. Guys, it's just the railway guns. I've seen them before. Nothing to get all that excited over. Ryan, this part of your field study isn't mandatory for you. If you'd like to stay here and wait for us, that'd be more than okay. Geez, I'm kidding. I don't want to be the only one left behind. Honestly. Excuse me for the moment. This is Neidhart speaking. Yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Mueller wants to speak with me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? What's happening? Huh. Is he taking a call from someone outside the fortress with his Arcus? He sure looks that way. Understood. We'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care out there. Did something happen in Crossbell? I'm afraid so. A short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference is taking place came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. Oh, snap. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Olivert, Chancellor Osborne, and the others remain unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger has truly passed. They really did attack the conference. How foolish. But that's not all, is it? Something else strange has happened. What is it? The terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partitioned the building. Furthermore, they had with them a force of mechanical monsters. I don't like the sound of that. You found something like that in Legram, right? Yeah, we ran into one on the highway there. And they broke into the orbital net? Major, How much of Grellia Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. What was that? A tremor? Came from right below us. Below? The hangar! Oh boy. Did they find some bombs? What the hell? The auctions! What happened here? They just started moving. No one's inside. They just started moving on their own. Did the C unit start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's a C unit? It's the automatic control unit we put on vehicles that are going to serve as targets in military exercises. Ugh. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? Oh, so they're not the tanks. Okay. This is really bad. I'm going to assess the situation. I need you here to help fight the fires and assist the injured maintenance staff. Yes, sir. Please be careful out there. Oh, that was a pretty cool shot. This is crazy. Hold on a minute. Are automatic control systems really capable of that level of advanced maneuvering? No, they're definitely not. Our current technology isn't capable of anything nearly this advanced. But if you were to apply the tech used in the archaisms, it suddenly becomes a whole lot more possible. Instructor, are you saying that that the society might be involved in this? I'd say it's looking more and more likely by the minute. What are they? Isn't that the training ground we visited yesterday out that way? Ugh, what are they planning? Don't we have more tanks? We should have more tanks. We probably should get the tanks and fight back. What in Idios' name is going on here? Why are there unmanned tanks roving around blasting the hell out of the base on their own? Well, it seems that last night headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks with C units. Preposterous, I gave no such order. But never mind that, right now we need to focus on extinguishing the fires and quelling the confusion. Send a request for assistance to the 4th Armored Division. What should we do? I can't see us being able to catch up with them without a horse, at the very least. But what's their goal? What are they trying to accomplish here? Something with the railway guns, I'm certain of that. If they're heading out to the training ground, there's a good chance that it's a distraction at this point. Whatever it is, it's definitely some kind of game plan. We can't just stand aside and do nothing. Leave this to us. Isn't that... Is it Dad? He's just like standing on it. Like, just like arms crossed like, attack! That is so not a good idea. Imperial Army 4th Armored Division. General. HQs have praised me of the situation. Leave these rogue tanks to us. Can't rule the possibility that they're diversion. I want you all to stay here. Understood, sir. Thank you, General. Be careful, Dad. You too, Elliot. 4th Armored Division, advance. Take out those out-of-control tanks by any means necessary. All opponents are unmanned. Our opponents are unmanned. There's no need to hold back. Yes, General. Wow, your dad's really something else, Elliot. Well, I have to admit, he is pretty cool when he takes charge like that. Well, it seems we no longer need to worry about those tanks, at least. But what are they after? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? We can't just let our guard down just yet. Might I suggest we fall back to the fortress, Major? Prudent move. We assess the level of damage inside. Hey, aren't those... What in the... There they are. The Imperial Liberation Front? Whoa, there's 2 of them. Damn it, they had another force lying in wait? Ooh, that'll really rub dirt in the wound. The hanger. We have an air force, right? We should be able to... Well, nope, they're gonna invade, I guess. Do they seriously think they can breach an impregnable fortress? They're just terrorists. Wipe them out.
Right back at you.
Oh. Oh. Brutal.
All right. Let's get this party started then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes.
Yeah. What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here? I thought they were in Crossbell.
Well, that is the main attraction. They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they?
Are those things like turrets?
Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Oh, that's what... Okay. I mean... So that's why... I mean, they were talking about it, like, earlier on when they were talking about their mission. They were talking about how the role G was taking on was a suicide mission. So basically, they're gonna level Crossbell. Or at the very least, the buildings that it's taking place in. Oh. They're going for both the left and right wings? Shit! It's the railway guns they're after. No. Are they gonna fire them at the trade conference where the Chancellor is? If a shot from one of the railway guns hit that building, it'd blow the place to smithereens. Damn it, so that's what they're after? The situation has escalated far beyond the scope of your field study. I want you all to stand by here. No way! You can't just stand by idle while these insurgents run amok. If you won't take us with you, then we'll take action ourselves. Ugh. Look, this ×1 luxury we don't have. I think it's best we have them help us. Listen up, we're going back to the fortress. Groups A and B, you're with me. Let's do this.